Are you having difficulty manifesting your desires? Why does the law of attraction work for some people and not for others? Do you start your law of attraction practice strong but then give up when you don't see immediate results? In this video, we'll explore the reasons why the law of attraction isn't working for you and gain the tools and perspective to avoid those pitfalls so you can start manifesting your desires right now. I'm Jacob James, and this is Project Prospero. Here's exactly what to do if the law of attraction isn't working for you. The first misconception is that the law of attraction isn't working. It's always working. It's simply a question of whether or not you're using it in a positive way or a negative way. If you're watching this video, the chances are pretty good that you've either read the book or seen the video of The Secret, which tells us that if we ask and believe, we will receive. Or if we create a vision board and we put the items of our desire up on that vision board, then they will magically manifest. Where most people lose their way in the beginning of practicing the law of attraction is the expectation that we can simply identify what we want and then it will magically appear. A man named Napoleon Hill wrote a book called Think and Grow Rich. Now, this was published probably almost a century before The Secret. His book is arguably the source of every self-help or personal growth book that's been written since. It's a very practical guide to using the universal laws to manifest your desires. And I cannot recommend this book highly enough. It's essential reading. One of the main ideas of the book is that you cannot get something for nothing, that you must be prepared to give in order to receive. The most common reason that the law of attraction doesn't seem to be working for people is that expectation of simply identifying the object of your desire and that it will magically appear. It'd be wonderful if it was simply that easy, but it's just not. So let's look at how we can take the tools for manifesting that The Secret provides us and then create a structured practice of applying those tools. This is the beginning of making the law of attraction work. Two major causes of failure when it comes to manifesting your desires are A, limited belief in yourself as a result of your social conditioning or your paradigm, and B, the lack of a plan to bring your goals to fruition. Until we begin to do the work of undoing our social conditioning and shifting our paradigm, we will never be able to really use the law of attraction for positivity. By default, our subconscious programming is telling us that I'm not worthy, the law of attraction is just a hoax, or I can't possibly get what I want. The more energy we allow to feed those ideas, the more we bring that into our reality. And so we are, in effect, using the law of attraction, but in a negative way. Where focus goes, energy flows. We must replace those negative beliefs with positive ones and make an agreement with ourselves to only give energy to the positive ideas and to actively stop giving energy to the negative ones. And if you don't make this agreement with yourself, the result is more negativity in your life. The second major cause of failure is not building a plan for the attainment of your desires. Napoleon Hill talks about creating something called a success consciousness rather than a failure consciousness. When we begin to identify what we want, we begin to open up our perspective to see opportunities for its attainment. Here's a great example. In creating this YouTube channel, I began with identifying what it was I wanted. What I wanted was a channel to help raise the global vibration and shift it away from misery and towards joyfulness, and provide clear and understandable access to the ideas and the lessons that helped me get out of a downward spiral of depression that I was stuck in. But I had to push myself through what Bob Proctor refers to as the terror barrier. I had to find my way past the doubt and vulnerability of putting myself out there. So I actively conquered those aspects of my social conditioning or my paradigm that were telling me no one will care, that this kind of genre is too saturated, or that people just won't like me. and I replaced those negative beliefs with positivity and confidence. I also had to create a plan to educate myself in how exactly to create a YouTube channel, in terms of not only production, but of marketing. How to use the YouTube algorithm to my advantage, thumbnails, and how to utilize my social media presence. So I made a plan to acquire the knowledge I needed to achieve my desire. Once I conquered my social conditioning and formed a plan of action, I took myself out of a failure consciousness and put myself into a success consciousness. It's been just over 2 weeks since I launched my YouTube channel, and I've acquired more subscribers and watch time than I ever expected, and is growing every day. So, in conclusion, please remember, you are so powerful that you're always creating. You're always manifesting, whether you realize it or not. Just make sure that whatever you're creating is coming from a place of positivity rather than a default of negativity. What you manifest is a product of your state of being. Is it success-driven or failure-driven? And avoid looking to the outside to determine if things have changed, and start by changing from the inside. The law of attraction doesn't work from the outside in. It works from the inside out. I hope you got something out of today's video. I believe it's no coincidence that we found each other. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell and like this video. This is Jacob James, sending you love and light.